Namaste. So today I'm sharing a nice little breathing exercise. This is just for a couple of minutes. And I've been calling this the Lotusflower Breath for years now. And this is just a way to really just lift the energy and ground yourself at the same time. So I'm going to start with a mudra to start off with. And what I want you to do is bring the heels of your hands together, then bring the sides of your little fingers together and the sides of your thumbs together, and then curl the fingers slightly and bring the hands into the heart. So this is your lotus flower, and the lotus flower represents enlightenment. But it's kind of like you finding your way through the darkness and through the mud, trying to search for the light and the purpose behind things. But at the same time, we're going to ground ourselves with this. So it's kind of like searching for the light and searching for enlightenment, so to speak. But at the same time, remembering to keep yourself grounded. All I want you to do is you start to breathe in. I just want you to start to lift the hands up with each inhalation. But then as you reach the top, you're going to bring the palms together. You're going to curl the fingertips so the fingertips are touching each other. And then you're going to let the back of the hands start to come together. And so you're going to make roots for the lotus flower. You're going to take the lotus flower right the way down towards the earth. So that's all I want you to do. You're just going to breathe in, make your lotus flower. The lotus flower is going to rise up through the muddiness, the darkness. You're going to find that light, palms together. And then fingertips are going to touch, and then you're going to make those roots. So you're remembering that you need to keep yourself rooted and grounded as you bring those hands back down. So once you've got yourself into that rhythm, so you're breathing in, you're raising those hands up, and then the palms are going to come back together, and the fingertips are going to touch, and then you're going to bring the backs of those hands back down towards the earth. So all I want you to do is just get used to that. So as you're breathing in, close your eyes down if you haven't already done so. Taking that lotus flower up with the breath, the inhalation. As you reach the top of the inhalation, palms touch, fingertips touch, backs of the hands start to touch, and then you make those roots going back down to the earth, grounding and rooting yourself down. So just get yourself into that rhythm as you breathe in with those eyes closed. So maybe now you can start to imagine, as you're breathing in, start to imagine that lotus flower. Lotus flowers actually grow in dark and muddy swamps and quite dirty water. And what happens is, as they are growing, they have to make their way through that darkness. They literally have to search for the light. Then once the lotus flower has found its way all the way up and it's burst through the surface of the water, always make sure that it keeps its petals safe. So the leaves of the lotus flower keep the petals pure and perfect, so they are never ever touch this darkness. And that's what you're imagining that you're doing with each inhalation as you lift your lotus flower up through that darkness. And that darkness is known as Avidya, and it's all of those things that happen in your life that quite often really do pull you down and stress you out and worry you. The illusions, and just let all of that float away as you raise that lotus flower up. But then at the same time, keeping your awareness that you're still grounded, the exhalation. So the exhalation allows you to remember that you're still grounded and rooted to the earth. And the inhalation lets you imagine that you're rising up above everything. It's what we really need to focus on doing at the moment. And so you're still rooted and you're grounded with your exhalations as you take that root down towards the earth. But then with the inhalations, you're just letting everything fall away as you rise your lotus flower up out of that muddy darkness to find the light. Just finding that rhythm in your own way. As you lift your lotus flower up, let everything fall away. Then making sure that you are rooted and you are grounded to the earth with each of your exhalations. So I just want you to try 3 more breaths in that way. That's all you're doing. lifting your lotus flower up through that avidya, through that darkness, through all of those problems, all of that unhappiness that we baggage that we carry around with us everywhere. Just let it go. And then with each exhalation, you're rooting yourself back down to the earth. So just 2 more breaths. My nose is itchy. As you rise and exhaling, as you root yourself back down to the earth. So last time, just taking those hands up. Taking that lotus flower, letting it find the light. And then taking those hands back down. Rooting and grounding yourself back down to the earth. And just want you to place your hands now onto your knees. Let the shoulders relax. Just close your eyes down for a few moments. And just give yourselves a moment. The lotus flower, it's not just really about enlightenment. It's about you finding your way. Because there's a purpose behind everything. There really is. Even the most difficult things in life. And then slowly bring your hands back into the heart. And namaste.